Hi, this is Suraj Rai, and this is my Selling 604 vlog. It is my first vlog, and today's vlog will be a stats vlog, which I'll be doing once a month. And you'll also be seeing me post stuff just as I'm going around the city doing my work, just documenting my day. Here and there you'll see that, but every month, once a month, you'll certainly see a stats vlog where I try to, a lot of times what I feel is that when you read headlines, you don't get the real message of what's going on, so I simply want to bring something, honesty, to be honest with you, to it, and I'll tell you what I think about what's going on and give you the real stats. And if you have any questions, feel free to post. I'm going to be doing this on YouTube, and I'll be sharing it on Twitter and sharing it on Instagram TV as well. This is going to evolve over time, hopefully into something fabulous. This is my first one, so if it's not perfect, we're going to live with it the way it is. So I'll go over the stats with you, and I'll tell you some things that are going on in the industry, some things that I'm doing, and just topics of interest. Sales, we're going to start with Greater Vancouver. 1,100 sales in January. That's down 39%. Lowest sales since 2009. That's a lot. Of course, it's almost 40%. Now, prices aren't declining at a huge rate. What you'll see is that even though the sales have gone down, if the sales were at their full capacity, what they were a year ago, we'd be seeing price climbs. We're not seeing price climbs, and I think it's going to be a little while before we do see price climbs. The biggest drops you're seeing is in the single-family detached market. And where you're seeing it mostly is in the areas where there were a lot of foreign buyers. So you're seeing it in the west side of Vancouver, you're seeing it in West Vancouver, and you're seeing it in Richmond. 9% detached are down. A Greater Vancouver wide, 9% down. The benchmark price is now $1,450,000 for a detached home. They're down almost 15% in both West Vancouver and the west side of Vancouver. So those are the places that are hardest hit. 2% condo sales are down. Now, that's not a lot. Sales are actually down 45% year over year, and that's the stats we'll be using. We'll be going year over year. Month to month really doesn't give you as much valuable information, so we'll be going year over year. 2% sales prices of condos are down, and the sales percentage is 45% year over year. That's a huge sales percentage, and actually the sales of condos are down about 6% over the last 6 months, but only 2% year over year. Townhomes are flat, 800K, that's the benchmark price. The benchmark price for condos are 660,000. Yeah, 660,000 is the benchmark price. So, Greater Vancouver, it's detached homes that are down the most. Richmond, West Vancouver, and the west side of Vancouver. Do I think they're going to continue to drop? Maybe slightly, but we'd have to see another 40% sales drop to see them go into the tank, and I don't think the government and their policies will allow that. That's my opinion on it. Inventories are up everywhere. That means they're up in Greater Vancouver. We'll cover the Fraser Valley in a second. They're up in the Fraser Valley as well, which is good for home buyers, not as good for home sellers. I think most can agree that if the prices do come down a bit, like they're starting to, or at least flatline a bit, that's a good thing. It's hard for people to afford real estate and homes in our area, so this is a good thing. Fraser Valley Real Estate Board, 780 sales in January, also down 35%. So 39% in Greater Vancouver, 35% in the Fraser Valley. Interesting thing. 257 condo sales to 250 detached sales in the Fraser Valley. It's the first time in the board's history that condos have outsold detached properties. This is a trend that's going to continue. We're going to be seeing that difference expand over the years as condos become what's most affordable, and as long as you're building 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom condos, families are going to be willing to live in those. They're going to be able to afford them a lot easier than obviously detached homes. The benchmark price for a detached home is $954,000 in the Fraser Valley, down 3% from last January. Townhouses are up 1% to $520K, and condos are up 1% to $410K. So not a lot of price fluctuation from January 2018 to January 2019. We're seeing pretty much flatness, even though sales are down in the Fraser Valley. Inventories are up everywhere, as I said. I think you're going to continue to see downward price pressure. I don't think you're going to see huge price declines. I read an article just yesterday or the day before. Prices plunge. They really only plunged in a couple areas, and that's the problem with a lot of these articles you'll see. They're talking about a specific small area that something happened, and the people who are reading it aren't reading it thoroughly or all the way through, and they're thinking it applies to the whole area. It doesn't. Real estate is so very local. I mean, in the west side here, block to block sometimes is a huge difference. One block doesn't sell. There's one block that's hugely popular with people, and it sells in a hurry. What else do I got for you? Okay, Fraser Valley. I have a 4-property assembly for sale on 53A Avenue in the city of Langley. $1,154,000 each. So what is that? $4,616,000 total. It's 26,000 square feet. It is not a ready-to-go development site. What it is, it's a part of a larger assembly. And I sold 2 sites on 53A in Langley last year. A combined price for just under 11 million. So yeah, that's a good site. It's more for an investor right now, simply because it's not a ready-to-go developable site. I do have a exclusive site on 208 in Langley that is going through the rezoning process right now. If you're a developer, give me a call. 19845 54th Avenue is a listing of mine also in Langley. It's a 12,000 square foot lot. The home isn't worth much, but it's rented for $1,900. It's a holding property, future density of RM3, maximum 2.0 FSR. It'll be condos in the future. What else we can talk about? So those are my listings and sales. Okay, interesting fact. What we're seeing in Vancouver is happening a lot of places. It's happening in London, it's happening in Hong Kong, it's happening in Sydney, it's happening in New York. In New York, if you're priced over $4 million, the average days on market to sell is 15 months. 15 months. So this is not something that's just happening here. The SALT tax in New York has caused a lot of people to change where they live. They're moving to Florida, they're moving to Texas to avoid that tax, which isn't good for government coffers. That is something that will be interesting to see here. As we know, the PTT and the foreign buyers tax is leaving us with a deficit. We're not going to be bringing in as much in BC as we were hoping we would. That's happening a lot of places. Taxes, and people trying to get away from paying huge amounts of taxes that they feel are unwarranted. So anyways, this is a global phenomenon, what we're seeing here. My predictions for Vancouver are calmness. There's not going to be a lot of price inclines. I think the general consensus from home buyers, home sellers, and even developers I speak with is that if we're going to see anything, the market changing, it's going to be slight price declines. No one expects huge price declines. I mean, we're down 40% in sales, and really, condos haven't moved, townhomes haven't moved. Only things that's really moved is 9%, the benchmark, and that's in, to be perfectly honest, the place where foreign buyers were buying. And we know foreign buyers at 20% foreign buyer tax aren't buying as much. West Vancouver, west side of Vancouver and Richmond are taking hits. And that's okay. They took a lot of gains, they can take a little bit of hits. What else? That's it. I'm going to be doing this regularly, just giving my thoughts. If you like what you hear, you think I'm telling you the truth, which is what I'm here to do, this is the reason I want to do this vlog, is so that I can come out here and give my honest opinion on things. Truth is very important, and a lot of times the discussions in Vancouver real estate get very heated. So I'm going to do my best to keep my coverage fair and honest. My vlogs will be getting better and better, I promise you. I'm just starting to do this. I'll be on YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Selling604, at On Twitter, I'm at Selling604. And on Instagram, I'm at SirajRai YVR. I'll be also posting this to Instagram Live. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to be doing a stats vlog once a month where I'll be giving you unbiased information on what's going on and what I think the market's doing. I'm a real estate broker in Vancouver. I work selling homes and condos in Vancouver and the Fraser Valley, and I sell development sites as well. If you're a home buyer or condo buyer or seller, leave me a message. If you have a question, leave me a message. Give me a call, 778-227-6000, and my email is siraj@regentpark.com. I will ask my wife to help me out with the graphics and put it on the end of this vlog so you can get my contact information and my social media information. Thanks for watching. You're going to be seeing more of me, and I'll try to keep this fun and entertaining. I appreciate your time. This is a one-man show right now doing this, so you'll see me turning the vlog off. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you'll have the details there, how to get a hold of me. And thanks for watching. I'll be doing this regularly. Tune in. Thanks.